Hey everyone, Yōkai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 42nd episode of Smile Precure. Last episode was all about Yayoi, her art career, mangaka career, and just making good progress on that and not letting her crybaby nature hold her back and getting done what she's got to get done and all that good stuff, beating up Akaone. So yeah, let's jump into episode 42 and see what we're in for today. 3, 2, 1, play. And I take it this is our focus girl this episode. Blessed, she says. Oh, it just seems nice. He's like, I'm selling this on eBay. Oh, cool. I got a treasure, Mom. Yeah, remember when she got to be the Onei-chan for the gang when they all became children? Good times. Should have got some more water. Oh well. Out of all the Precures, Nala was the one I care about the least, so, this is probably not going to be one of my favorite episodes, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And there it is. I wonder if we're going to fight the witch this episode. I could see it. Smile, 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 smile. Pretty cute, bum, bum. Because he had Akaone for Yayoi, and I think we had Wolf Boy with Akane in her focus episode. So, yeah, I think it would be the witch this episode. Do your best, ma'am. Okay, I may have to leave. And that's her pose in the opening. It's obviously not as iconic as Yayoi's, but she does do that in the opening. Anyway, I was going to say something. But yeah, I may have to leave for a bit to fight bad guys, but other than that, yeah, take care of the siblings. I'm glad I have no younger siblings. You'd think that it would have had enough kids by now, but I guess just never can have too many for some people. If the girls were older, I would have made a comment about, "Hey Miyuki, if you want a baby, I can give you one," but that would be inappropriate for a girl so young. So I told you the witch would be the one this episode. Her turn to have her butt in the hot seat. Pretty pretty clear there. It's it's always the worst when you have to bring children shopping. I got the onions. You can tell it's a work of fiction because the kids are actually being helpful and not just messing up everything and complaining and whining and wanting everything. As I suppose. Getting too close to double digits. You can definitely tell now I was in just such a great mood. The voice actress really sells that. Two-handing it. I do not like the sound of that. Cutting onions, yeah. Now it really does just look older than the other Precures, doesn't she? Like, she looks at least high school age. Yeah, dye your hair green first. Yeah, I need a big one. Really? Well, don't get it from the witch, because that's always a bad idea. Are we gonna let the kids go out themselves to get it? Because that's a terrible idea. You know, it's kind of funny to hear someone that looks like she's like 4 years old be referred to as Onei-chan. But I guess as long as she's older than him, you know, it tracks. But yeah, it's definitely a bad thing. It's not gonna go well. Didn't you say that last episode? How long have you known each other? Apparently a long time. She was born to be an Onei-chan. Yeah, missing a couple of the brats, aren't we? Hina and Yuta. At least, you know, they're together. That's something. Yeah. I need an adult. I told you not to get apples from witches, but they're not gonna know any better. Just dragging candy through the air. What was that supposed to mean? Does one of them have twin tails, or? I'll be honest, I don't remember their character design that well. We didn't see enough of them for it to enter my long-term memory. But that was she was clearly signaling something with that. Ringo, yeah. Okay, yeah, so she does have twin tails, the bow, okay. It makes sense. Because I thought she had twin tails, I just wasn't sure, wasn't confident. We steal it. Probably should have thought that before we left the house. See, this is bad. You don't talk to strangers for this reason. Especially strangers that look evil. Yeah, they couldn't have gotten far. Not on those little legs. It is straight up like the fairy tale. Snow White, I want to say, is the one with the witch and the apple. But yeah, definitely don't want to take it. What did she do? Did they just put them in an apple-shaped cage that floats? Not quite where I thought that was going. Yeah. Yeah, whereas Margarina pissed off now to this extent. Oh yeah, we can't reveal our identity in front of them. What do? We can't Maho Shoujo in front of the kids. I mean, if it comes down to one or the other, you gotta transform. Not Haru. This would be a good time for, yeah, some Precure, but... Oh, here we go, okay. I was right, it was just slightly delayed. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go, March. Her color scheme really does look very nature-y, like, you know, like an elf, kind of. Oh, Nei-chan, kakoi! How did you end up like that? And don't tell mom and dad about this. Any of it, really. The kidnapping, the transforming. Let's just keep this all a secret. Yeah, that clock's getting real close. Fighting a giant apple. That's really messed up, making them part of the monster like that. As if that was hard to figure out. It took you 42 episodes to realize she cares about her family. I don't know what to tell you. You're a failure as a villain. Oh, that's pretty badass, though. Well, it lasted. It's not looking good. You know, at least she isn't getting smacked around the same way Yayoi did last episode. Or the siblings gonna... You got... Even the toddler. Yeah, I appreciate the sentiment, but, like, you cannot tank even a single attack from that thing. Yeah, she is not gonna let that happen. Definitely brave, though. Because I don't care how much I love my own Nechan, I would be gone. Here we go. Stupid family, you're stupid. Here we go, time for her Super Saiyan moment. Which I guess is just going to be a lot of wind. A hurricane without the thunder. She sounds pretty pissed off. Oof. How you like that? What's the advantage of transforming right now? Oof. Boom. Precure smash. Okay, Twister. Okay, I did kind of feel that impact. I mean, he definitely felt the impact. The whole package. Okay, I think this is about when we get our backup. Yeah, our backup will probably help protect them. By backup, I mean the other Precures. And they're dead. Tragic. But not really, you know. Like a 99.9% sure the other Precures showed up and protected them. I'm pretty much positive. But she doesn't know that, so yeah, she's pretty destroyed right now. So I definitely feel for her regardless. And there it is. And okay, I was wondering where the other two were. And there they are. No, thank you for the girl that just saved your life. Okay. Yeah, now that they're all safe, it's time to finish off Majolina. With our parasol. Ready to get in here, March. Ooh. Doggy. That's a nice one. Oh, they're all tuckered out. Understandable. Two of them are like in a cage. Yeah, three of them almost got vaporized. It's a very stressful day for everyone, pretty much. Yuki with the hugs. Yeah, what would you tell the parents, you know? That's a conversation I would not want to see. Because we can joke about it because everyone's okay, but like, yeah, if they weren't, that'd be extremely tragic. Oh, did the baby come out? Did it pop out? Were we told whether it was a boy or girl yet? Is that how we're gonna rationalize it? Look on Yayoi's face. But it makes sense. I mean, your sister suddenly becomes a superhero, fights a monster. You would assume that was a dream, but more importantly, baby's around, baby's out with his big head because it's an anime character. You can tell. You, Yui. Maybe she'll grow up to play guitar. Barely a few minutes old, they can already grab a finger. I mean, you can keep saying their names. I'm still not gonna remember next episode. Except for maybe Yui. I think that's pretty clearly gonna be the thumbnail. Definitely a nice little wholesome ending to the episode. Still no water, sadly. Bum 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 Purikyu. Gotta love the jump part. Pretty cute. Okay, that was the 42nd episode of Smile Precure. And yeah, this episode was definitely Nao's episode. Not really too much to say. I mean, I went into this kind of letting you know that Nao was not my favorite of the Precures. And, you know, this didn't really do much to change that. Like, as far as depth of her character, the extent of it's pretty much, I love my family. I'm One-chan. I love being One-chan. I will protect my family at all costs. That is basically her personality for like the most part. Like, I'm not saying the other characters are super duper deep and fleshed out, but like even among the cast now feels a little bit one note as well. But I think that's just kind of my bias coming out. But yeah, as a result, really not too much to say. Like, Modulina had her turn, had her final chance, like the others had their final chance, but she also lost. So who knows what's gonna happen next? That is kind of the big question. That is a big question. It was kind of nice seeing some of the younger siblings, you know, doing their thing. Even though it was obviously not a good idea to just leave without saying anything to go buy food with no money, and then, you know, going up to a scary stranger witch lady offering free food. None of these were good things. They all should have been avoided. But you know, we were able to recover, luckily. Luckily, nobody died. And as I thought, yeah, Nao's attacks did not look very impressive. I mean, it's not really her fault. It just, wind does not look impressive. It, like, air, wind is literally invisible. Like, you give white lines and stuff to give it some degree of visibility for an audience, but, like, it's never going to look very impressive compared to, like, electricity or ice. It's always going to look a lot cooler. So I don't blame Nao for that, but her just, after getting the thunder hurricane last episode, hurricane's already something you kind of associate with air and wind. So I feel like Yayoi already kind of took some of her thunder. No pun intended. But yeah, hers definitely was not as impressive. But you can definitely feel the passion, the emotion, the rage. Because early in the episode, now her excitement over getting a new sibling, she's super excited about that. You can tell from her voice; it's very clear. Her siblings are in danger. Again, you can tell how angry she is, how fired up she is. So, all the props in the world to the voice actress for the great performance of her character. But this follows up the Akane one and the Yayoi one, and it's just not as good. Is kind of my overall takeaway, but not bad. It was nice the final bit of the episode where we get the baby born and all that. Really nice, wholesome family stuff. You really feel the love. So, really nice stuff. But there's one more thing I was gonna say. What was it? I don't know. Probably wasn't that important. But yeah. I mean, are we gonna keep getting focus episodes? Because I would assume we would get one for Reika next time. I don't know. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. I guess I'm just kind of hoping we would get a little bit more, like, I don't know, a new element added to her character. Because, like I said, the loving her family, being a good on H on that really is kind of the extent of it. Like, I know she's somewhat of a sports girl. Like, we had a little bit of competitiveness between her and Akane, I think, at some point. But, like, we didn't even really see any of that in this episode, did we? Right? So they didn't even include that, even though that's the only other real part of her personality, which has never been super important. But I just hope there'd be something added to it, but I don't know. Realistically, I don't know what I was expecting. But overall, the episode was fine. So just kind of wondering where we're going to go from here. So that's that. So yeah, thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.